Happy Wednesday night. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care, and thank you guys for joining Wednesday Night Live this evening. I got a couple cards picked out that we're going to talk about. And if you guys are cool, let's just hang out for like 1 minute and we'll let everybody show up and we'll look at some cards. We'll work on them together. How about that? Klein's Cards, what's up? Robert, what's up, dude? Big City Collectibles in the house. Thank you guys for joining, man. What's up? What's up? I appreciate you guys being here tonight, man. I hope that your week is off to a good start. I'll show you what we're working on tonight. Sorry, I got my lights nice and hot in here. So we got... What's up, everybody? Thanks for taking the time to be here tonight. I got a 1999, 2000 Japanese Lugia. Got an 87 Fleer MJ. And then, yo, Matthew, what's up, man? Good to see you. Michelle, Jason, what's going on? It's a party. I'm glad you guys are here. Happy holidays, you guys. I think it's safe to say that now, right? I feel like I can't believe it's going to be Thanksgiving next week. Oh my gosh. And I hope everybody's having a good holiday season. Happy November. To all my hunters out there, I hope that you're having fun out there deer hunting, and all my card collectors out there, I hope you're finding good deals and hunting those down. Hey, Will, what's up, buddy? So here's what I wanted to do tonight, you guys. Like, sometimes I'll put in like a ton of effort into like slowly going through a ton of cards during the week. Like, you know, like when I do like these, I like will go through boxes and look for cards that are dirty and like they would make a good demonstration or whatever. Yeah, dude, I did see that that tomorrow we're supposed to get a little snow here in Metro Detroit. We'll see. I mean, I was looking at, what do you call it? Social. It's like, I swear to God, I turn into my dad every day. I like forget it, the easiest words in the world. Facebook memories. I had Facebook memories show me like last year, the year before. A few years ago here in Michigan, we were like snowed in, and then we were out of power one year, and then it's funny looking back through those time hop things. Man, wouldn't that be sweet if the Lions win the Super Bowl, man? Please, football gods, let the Lions win the Super Bowl. Look at, you guys want to see my cool Lions hat? Check that out. Not only has it got the Lions logo, but it's camo. And camo is my favorite color. So what's up, you guys? Happy Wednesday night. So like, yeah, dude, 76 in Houston. That is fantastic. Yeah, the power outage did suck. Nothing like a November power outage a few years ago for my Michigan people. You know, what's up, Gary? What's going on, man? Good to see you. And let me turn this one around, you guys. Rarely do I get to talk about the Lions, but like, I know it's a weird angle, but just deal with me. I'm like, I stand up usually when I work on cards. Like, that's kind of like my thing. So I stand up, and you guys, I'm at my desk. It's one of those raise and lower desks, you know. So like, I just raise it so I'm comfortable. So what we're gonna do is like, here's the story. So I'll keep it close, all right. Or I'll keep it brief. So I got these two cards. I bought them on auctions, and I bought one off my buddy. So look at a 5. So I figure a 5 will equal fun, right? You know, there's probably stuff to do on a 5. You know, oh man, I want you guys to stay and watch. You guys don't want to hear me sing my 90s songs. I was playing The Freshman by the Verve Pipe. You guys remember that one? That was what I was doing before you guys came in here. See, you know, you gotta do something every day that's creative. So like this thing every day, playing these things keep me creative, and working on cards keeps me creative. So I encourage you guys to continue to try to learn something new every day. Total random thing to say, but you know what's super inspiring to me? Watching the Martha Stewart show video, or the Martha Stewart like biopic on Netflix. So if you guys haven't watched it, dude, she is a national treasure. Talk about a boss. I love people that create cool stuff and don't really like listen to like everybody else and are just like, hey, I see something, I'm going for it. Dude, cheers to Martha Stewart, like national treasure. So cheers, you guys. I'm going to regret drinking coffee right now, but here's the synopsis. I got two 5s tonight. So we got the Lugia 5 and I got a Jordan 5. And I want to show you guys, like, when I was saying I usually like go through all the stuff, pick it all out, and I'm like, oh, this would be a good demo, These I just popped open. I bought them as 5s, and I just wanted to pop them open so we can look at these. I have no idea how long or short this will take. I don't even know if all the stuff is fixable, but I wanted to just open it up with you guys here and just show you. Because I don't know if you ever bought a 5 before and you're like, let's just see if we can do something to it. That's really all the effort I put into it. I love going on the like Golden. I like Golden. I like Alt, Fanatics. I like all those auction sites. They're fun. But I always arrange it by the most expensive ones at the top and then go to the bottom. So then I'll arrange all the 9s and 10s at the top. Then I'll scroll down to my price range and buy the 4s and 5s. Like, I tell you what, like, even if I can't get a card to always go in the right direction, I just enjoy, like, trying stuff and, like, enjoying cleaning stuff up, you know what I mean? So let's look at the Lugia first, if that's cool with you guys, because I've always liked that card. My sons love Pokemon. I like Pokemon. Like, I don't have anything against it. I think I just missed out on it. I'm almost 40. Next month, I'll be 43. And I think a lot of the stuff came out in 99, and I was, like, a senior in high school. And it just was, like, it was just more cartoonish. So I didn't have the same love for guys that are like in their 30s now, you know? And I know some guys my age like love Pokemon, but my kids are the ones that taught me about it. And like a lot of my collector friends, I cleaned cards for years, so I'd always have guys send me Pokemon cards. So I got a 5. So let's take a look at this 5 and see if it's like, I want you guys to look at it too, because I know there's a ton of people on here that grade a lot of cards, okay? So, yo, Paul, what's up, man? I appreciate you too, brother. But let's look at this one together, you guys. Tell me if you think this is a 5. I mean, it was a 5, but let's look at it. All right, so it's PSA, you know, so there's not any like subgrades or whatever, but this Lugia got a 5, and I want to show you. Jose, all the way from Malaysia. What is going on, my man? Good to see you. Oh, you guys are the best, man. Thank you for that. I'll do my best for you, Boogie. But look, here's a 5. So I just cracked this open today. So let's look at this, you guys. Here's how I here's how I bought it online. All I can really do with Pokemon online, because they look like this, right? So I look at the edges and corners. Now, I don't see, like, I'm always looking for missing paint. Yeah, Will. I want your dad watching this. Tell Rocky. Is Rocky out there watching? Rocky, this is a shout out to you, brother. But like, do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, I don't see. This is a 5 again. Now let's flip it to the back. This is usually where I'm gonna find problems. And I'm always looking for chipped paint. So do you guys see why I bought this one already? Like, I don't see. Now I'm going to show you what I found. There is something I found. But, like, I don't see any corner problems. I don't see any corner or edge chipping of paint. Right? But now I want you to look up here. I got some dents, right? Can you see that, guys? That. So tell me this. Does that constitute a 5? Yeah. Yeah, you're right, Michelle. Do you see the dent right there in the light? But that's a 5 card. Dude, remember when you used to be able to send in a card like this to a grading company and get like an 8? So now let's look at the holographic area. Yeah, right? Amp Blue, 7, right? I would think the same exact thing. And now let's look at this. Now, the holographic area is a little cloudy, but dude, I don't see a 5 really, but we are going to work on this. All right. So you guys, I know that a lot of you tune in and say, all right, I want to see some crazy stuff moved around. I didn't even know it was underneath this. It looked good. Now I popped it out. Look at, I want you to look up here above Lugia's head. If I can get it. I can see it. I can't even pick it up in the dang light, you guys. No, Denver, when you look at it under the scope, it's flat. You know what I mean? It's like 2D. It's like looking at a for sale picture. Denver asked me if I could see it better under a scope. No, it would look like this. I have to roll light over it. And if you guys can see it, that's all I can see. There's a little indent right there. And this thing got a 5. So here's what I want to do while you guys are here. Well, we're gonna do the whole thing. I'm gonna hold it flat. But you can, this is just a simple thing, you guys. I didn't even touch this card, and you can see that there is a bunch of fingerprints and stuff all over it. So if you're even if you don't have, even if you just enjoy watching my show and you don't even have any of this stuff, just wipe off your cards at least before you send them in, because you don't want to have those oils sit on there from your fingers and stuff. It's just going to get grody over the years. But the edges look great. Let's just say the centering looks pretty damn good. I just can't believe it's a 5. That's the only thing I can see. So let's do this, you guys. Yeah, you know what I mean? I just do. And overall, you guys, like the PSA firm, they're the biggest in the world because they do a pretty damn good job, right? You know what I mean? So I just thought that one was kind of weird to me, a 5. But that's why I bought it. So here's what I want to do. And you guys, don't go away, because we're going to do these tonight. And I got a couple, remember last week? I still have this big stack of cards. We can clean a few up. But what I want to do here is, I thought you guys that a 5 was going to have some mega indents, some dirtiness on it that I couldn't see from the pictures. But literally all I can find is those little dents at the top. They're still in there, you know what I mean? So it's watch this light wand up there. That's all I got. That's all I can find. So what I want to do while we're here, you guys, is just let's just clean up the holographic image, and then I'm going to hold this card. I'm going to have to follow up with you guys probably tomorrow. It'll probably take a day to get this hopefully back in shape, but I'm pretty confident we can do it. But while we're here together, yeah, Darren, I think I can get the dents out, so don't go anywhere. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I just won't get results tonight. It's going to have to be tomorrow. So if you guys don't mind just, watching the process tonight and then coming back tomorrow, I'm going to put up a follow-up, and we'll show it to you, okay? But so here's what I want to do, you guys, just while we're here. I just want to clean up the holographic part, because I'm going to be holding this between the card pads. And if I can just get all this, see that, just a lot of play, a lot of hand touching all over it. So let's just get this cleaned up on the front, and then we're going to lock this one away. And I'm going to show you how to do that. And if I got my regular friends on here, you guys, and you've seen this before, thanks for watching again. And if you're new, welcome to my channel, you guys. My name is Kurt, and I work on cards every day, all the time. It's my favorite thing, but I do it live with you guys on Wednesday nights, because as a business owner, I'm not trying to put systems in place to get further away from my customers, so it's all automated. I want to get closer to you guys and be able to work with you more. And I find that these Wednesday night lives are really good for that, because I suck at reading minds, and I love answering your questions and just, building this relationship with you guys. So thank you for being here. So easy, right? Now, see how we bring that see how you can see all the holographic back in there now? You can see 3 layers of holographic. Yeah, we're going to work on the same thing on the MJ too, because I do have some indents on there, and I'm going to show it to you guys. And then, so what I want to do here, you guys, is, yes, exactly. You guys, hey, and if you guys liked watching I just put up a video, you guys. So if I got any Yu-Gi-Oh collectors, I had a really good turnaround on this Yu-Gi-Oh card. And then, you guys, this was the Michael Jordan that we did last week with those big dents in the corner. And that video got a ton of watches, but that was the one that had a messed up edge, or I had a big old dent in there. So feel free, you guys, if you want to learn anything about paper cards or Yu-Gi-Oh, these 2 videos are posted this past week, and it turned out pretty darn good. So if you like that stuff, check it out. But see how this, and isn't that cool, you guys? See how even down there you can see it? Those windows get cloudy. That holographic gets cloudy. Pokemon cards are really nicely built. They're really nice cards. But that really looks nice. And that is 2 seconds worth of work. But the big thing, that's not why it was a 5. I bet you that was a point or so off, because it was really dirty. So simple, right? Then here's what we got to do. This is what I really want to get fixed, is the dents up here. So I think you guys probably, if I got my regulars on here, you know what we're going to do. We're going to put a little bit of card spray on 2 pads, and we're going to hold it. And it's just one of those things where I didn't know why it was a 5. Hey, thank you guys for enjoying the MJ one. I can tell you what, this one, I've never had more fun working on a $3 card in my life. But it was awesome. It worked out great. I never get tired of it. It always makes me happy to see these little restorations. Yeah, this was just one application, guys, of card polish. That was it. I put one on there. It's just a cloudy surface. So what I want to do next, guys, is, I want to see if I can get a good view. I feel like I'm always like right up on this. Let's live videos. Okay, card spray. And I had a person, you guys, not a customer of mine, but just a person, when reached out to me this week and said, hey, I watched one of your videos and I put my card in water and it got moldy. So don't put your card in water, you guys. Anytime you see this, I'm just using the card spray on here. Water would make a card moldy, all right? So just, if you're new to watching this, this is my card spray, and I'm just going to hit it like a couple times. See that? 3 light mists, and I can just see a little bit on there. I'm going to do the same thing right here. That's all I'm going to use, just that little bit. Because if you use too much moisture, card spray, on a Pokemon card, it will leave a weird warped finish. And that is not what we want to do, all right? So what I'm going to do is just remember, guys, this is what it looks like. We got some dents here in the back, and I'm pretty confident, based on some of the mega dents that we can get out of cards, we're going to do a good job with this one. So, and you might say, well, why are you doing it on the front when it's only on the back? There is a little bit of a ding here on the front, and I just like to do, I get the best results when I have an even distribution of light card spray on the front and on the back, okay? So that's the reason. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to look up at my board here. Yeah, right? I'm reading I Heart Spelling. 5 points being deducted for a minor dent on the back is a savage move. Fellas, I agree. I've graded cards for 20 plus years, and I've never seen a more strict card grading than we're currently running into. Like, the number hasn't changed. A 5's always been there, but a 5, in my opinion, hasn't looked like that. It just hasn't looked like that. Oh, good. Yeah, you guys, these are the 8-ounce bottles of spray. So if you guys, this should last you, my friends, a long time to get out dings and dents if you're doing this. Now, if you're doing full-on card soaks, only do that when your cards, you guys, are super dirty. Because soaking a card works great when it's super dirty. But if it's just a little dinged or wrinkled, just hold it like this, all right? Just hold it with a little bit of spray. That was 3 light mists of spray. And I think you'll see a good turnaround on that. So we're going to put this one up to the side, you guys. And I will, let's clean a card. This one I've been staring at. Let me look up on my board, you guys. I see people are hitting me with some questions, and I just want to answer them, so if that's cool with you. All right. I got it. Hey, Dan, my buddy Dan's asked me a question. If you use too much spray on an 80s or 90s sports card, will it hurt it? Well, Dan, if it's like a paper card, no. Paper cards you can get totally wet, but if it's like 90s is when they started to change. The 90s, we had cards like this, and then we also had cards like this, So like this card, you can get totally wet. This card, you wouldn't want to. So it just depends on the materials. If anybody has questions on like what to do or what not to do, please make sure you go to my website, kurtzcardcare.com, and click on the type of cards that you guys collect on the top. And it will give you a whole drop-down list of things you can and can't do. So I hope that helps you guys. So did I get everybody? I think I saw somebody ask me a question I was looking for. 1 second. Okay, I see it was. 2005 Jay asked, why don't I sell the clamps and all stuff? You guys, it'd just be too much buying stuff and repackaging and selling it. It's just that's not really, I say this with like peace and love. I just don't want to. It's just, I make all the card spray, polish, the tools, all that stuff. Keeps me jamming. All the other stuff I get on Amazon. Okay, guys? So thanks for asking, though. But I get it all on Amazon. These pads, applicators, all that stuff. So check this out, you guys. This was a card that I've had a long time. And as you can see, it looks to me like something dripped inside the pack, this, or something smeared all the way down it. I have a old penny sleeve, if you guys can see it. Has like this crap inside it. And like if you look at the card on certain angles, Yeah, you can see that. And it has a sticky feel to it almost. So let's try to clean this up. To me, it doesn't look like a scratch. It looks like some sort of, I don't know, it might be a scratch. Who knows? Let's try it though. But I love working on old holograms. These were one of as a kid, these were like the coolest cards ever. And I've always had a soft spot for holograms. And even if that stuff is scratched a little bit, this stuff will clean up real good. They just get real dirty as time goes by. So for something like this, you guys, you got to use card spray and card polish. I want to try to get, there's like a lot of oil and crap on it. See how somebody held it a lot? It's just dirty. The card is in wonderful shape. And the backs of these cards, yeah, well, you know what? We'll see this one right here. We'll see how I do on it. Let's see if it's like, if I clean it up. Look, the back is wonderful. I don't see anything for me to do on the back. But isn't that so wild that you just flip it over and then the front gets so cloudy and so fogged? So, yeah, who told Griffey to bunt? Good, that's a damn good observation. That's a good one, Dan. Yeah, that's not the dude that I want to tell to go give the bunt sign to. I want to tell this guy to let it rip. As a left-handed baseball player, and I played baseball, that was the only sport I was ever really good at. Man, I loved watching this guy, and being a lefty, loved watching him play. All right, let me get my focus on here. So let's try to get this card cleaned up. And if you guys do collect the 89 upper decks of Junior here, hey, what's going on, guys? And if anybody's just jumping in, welcome. Thank you. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, if anybody does enjoy the collecting the 89 upper deck rookies, they clean up well. You can use card polish on them, card spray on them. A lot of them are just off-centered. Is usually the main problem. And just wipe gentle, you guys. I don't ever use any force, okay? I just gently go across the surface. Because think about it. You're using card spray, so you got a little bit of moisture. It's not like you're using it dry. So just gently pull to the edge. And I use a penny sleeve because it's like you don't want to be like cleaning with your right hand and then holding it with your left hand. Thanks, guys, everybody, for being here tonight, man. We got a great turnout, and I appreciate it. And I also just want to say thank you to all my customers on here. Like, you guys, seriously, it never gets old. Like, I seriously feel every day just very grateful for being able to do this, and I couldn't do it at all without you guys. So, like, sincerely, bottom of my heart, thank you. All right, so this one's tough, you guys. So, like, getting a little bit of color back, but that main thing sucks. Let me try to card polish it. Like, I reduced it a little bit. Sorry, I know it's a shitty, crappy angle. Let's see if I can get better light in here. There we go. There's some light. Hang tight. Let's see if we can make any difference here. If I got any old school upper deck collectors on here, you guys know that some of these would have these streaks on them, and sometimes you can remove them. There's a little dimple on this card. You guys, I'll show you that. You can't remove a dimple. If you guys have any of this card polish that I make, and you have any holograms, do this. It's super satisfying. Here's the do's and don'ts when it comes to holograms. If you got scratches in them, usually scratches don't come out at all. But if you got any of this supery, like, oily, sticky stuff on the surface, you can usually get it to clean up really well. I think this one, I'll have to look at the... Ooh, hold on, you guys. Hang tight. I think that I think we're onto something good here. Now, I'm going to show you guys the surface. Now, there is a few hairline scratches in here. It's hard to get one of these without hairline scratches, but check this out. Remember, so, remember that streak is still on this side. If you guys are following me around here going, what the hell are you doing? Look, I had a streak. See it right there? Look at this side now. Oh, do this on your Marvel cards for sure. Look at that. right there. And I almost got all that stuff off, man. All right, let me do the other side. This is why I say every single time, anytime you see this type of stuff on a card, try it. It's not going to take 2 hours. You'll know right away when it comes to surface stuff. It's either going to come off or it's not going to do a darn thing. But you guys, I did pick this out. I did go through all of these and looked through them because I thought there was stuff on these cards like this that might be doable. If this card had a big old line, a big old zigzag scratch across it, there ain't going to be nothing I could do with it, you know? But since that streak was on the card sleeve too, or on the sleeve, I knew that something must have got in there and stuck to the front. Hey Connor, what's up, man? Yes, Topps Chrome have this line. Topps Chrome have this line. Bowman Chrome have this line. Upper Deck has that line. That's pretty dang good, isn't it, guys? And it's like, I know I can still see kind of some of that little roughage in there and stuff like that, just because it's an old card and here's something I can't do anything with. You guys see the dimple right behind Junior's head right there? That dimple, I can't, that's just going to stay in there. I can't put it between the pads like we do the paper cards because it's not a fibrous surface, it's a plastic, you know, it's a different material. That's good. I like that one a lot, man. So to answer someone's questions, I think this is a 1990. I think it's a 90 Upper Deck. Let's take a look. I was wrong. 92. 92. I like I'm with you, The Rock, man. I like hologram cards. They are cool. I keep them. I collect them. And look, that's awesome. I like that. That turned out really good. Yep. No, hey, Gary. What's up, buddy? All right, guys. So now let's move on. I want to get to this Michael Jordan. Everybody, again, sincerely appreciate you being here tonight. And if you joined in the middle, we're doing 2 cards tonight. I got 2 cards that were 5s. 2 cards that I like that looked good. And I wondered why they were 5. So I bought them. Because usually when I buy a 5, it gives me some room to work on something. And they're like a fraction of the price. And I like the cards better than the grades anyways, so I just like to buy cards that I think are cool, and I like to try to make them look a little bit better, you know? And if they go up in grade, cool. If not, I don't really care. I just always like collecting cards, you know what I mean? But this was one that means a lot to me, and I know that, like, I've seen this card discussed on, like, Michael Jordan forums and stuff, and I've had some people say that it wasn't their, it wasn't a card that they loved. I loved this one. I just thought that the portrait was really cool. I've always liked this one. So, I'm a big fan. Hey, Connor, good to see you, man. Hey, Daniel, good to see you too, man. Thanks for the nice words. Happy Thanksgiving. So check this out, you guys. Again, this is kind of a head scratcher to me. That'd be a head scratcher because it's not Lugia. 87 Fleer Michael Jordan. So, guys, let's look at it together. So, let me answer a question real quick. Miggy just said, hey, Kurt, you don't use the humidor as much. I don't use it as much when it comes to working on when it has dings and dents like this. If you're good with card spray, I think card spray can pretty much do most jobs. Humidor is good in combination. So, like, for example, let me show you guys something. Remember, if you guys watched last week, this Michael Jordan that had it used to have mega indent in there. Got it out, looks great. Do you know that I was holding it, guys, between these pads and doing moisture and stuff like that? When I got done, there was still like a little line in there, and I was putting it in the humidor for like an hour at a time, taking it out, putting it between the pads. So I use it as like a combination. But most times when you're working with a paper card, if you can just get comfortable using card spray, it usually can skip the humidity step, and you'll get great results with it. So, pardon me, I got the hiccups over here. Oh, guys, let me take a second, and I got to drink this coffee or I'm going to be in big trouble. I'm going to be up too late. Cheers. All right, if you guys don't mind, I just want to look at my messages here real quick. Yeah, you know what? So I have somebody said I was working on an Upper Deck card. It looks like it has leopard spots on it. I have some Upper Deck Michael Jordan holograms that have weird spots all over them too. I just think it's just like the atmosphere and stuff throughout the year. who knows? That sometimes they just go bad. Sometimes you can't fix them. You guys, I only show you guys the videos of stuff that I can, make improvements with. Sometimes I'll sit with a stack of cards and try to get like something off them or whatever like that, and it's like, I just get nowhere. So sometimes I just don't move. Yo, thanks, Will. And hey, I like that I got father and sons watching this. We got people all over the world that enjoy working on cards. It's a fun group, man. So Rocky and Will, you're always welcome here, man. Thank you, guys. So this is a 5, okay, guys? This is a 5. So let's do our normal. I like to look at all my corners, and I like to look for missing paint. Looks good there. Now let's look at this wand. We're going to do a wand over the 23. The wand over MJ's face. Let's turn it around. I can see a little line. Can you guys see? Look at the corner. Look at the white. Right in here, I can see a little bit of an indent, but not much. The corner is awesome. I'm just looking at the thickness of it. The corners, you guys are not smashed down. Yep, you are good. They 10s. I'm gonna show you that here in a second. I just want to go. Let's do finish our corners. Usually, you guys on these cards right here, you can see this when they look bad online. The red is chipped up right there. So I got red all the way to each side. Same with the blue. Blue goes all the way to the edge, so that looks pretty good there. And you're right, Nash. There might be a little bit of edge fuzz, but and then I know we're off center a bit. Look we're a little bit tighter at the bottom compared to the top, and we're a little bit to the right. But look at MJ's chin. That wrinkle right there. That's it. That's all I could find. Bottom right corner. Let's take a look. Possibly. But isn't that weird to me? Or to you guys too? I don't know. Maybe that little off centering and that little indent causes a 5. Did you see something on the back? I'm looking at it, fellas and ladies. I don't see it. I just think this one is a harsh. Here you go. Pretty dang tight, right, you guys? So, I just don't know why it got a 5. But if the bottom corners are a little bit wacky, I tell you guys what, I look at cards all day, every day, and this one looks pretty darn good to me. It doesn't look perfect, but a 5 is weird to me. So I just busted this out, and that's the main issue. But let's see. It might be bad light, they 10s, because I'm looking at it right now around the camera. I can see a little crease in this little bottom right here corner, you guys. If you guys look. It's very light indent right there by my thumbnail. Yeah, it's just, yeah, you're right. I just feel like the card grading is getting so damn strict, you guys. So it's even more, I even stress more. Just take a good look at them, clean them up, do your best with them, because dang, that's a 5 nowadays. Holy moly. I feel like an old man going, back in my day, candy bars were only 40 cents. But seriously. Something like that. So here's what we'll do, guys. I'm going to try to get the dent out. Don't mind me. I'm over here looking for some card mats. And then we're going to do it. So I think you guys, I know that the method I'm using tonight is the same for both cards, but that's the same. I wouldn't know what else here's what I would do. When you see something like that, and you guys see how this finish is real tight and real shiny, I don't want to just start tapping on that area. I want to treat the entire surface at once. That's a good look at it. And that's what I'm going to do. We're going to do a little mist on here, a little mist on here, such a light amount that it's going to dry by itself tomorrow, okay? So Yeah, but isn't Will right? The ego point, like, gosh, it's getting harder and harder to get like a quality score on a card. And anyways, I got a bunch of cards coming back, you guys. I just got a bunch of cards graded that turned out well, and a bunch of stuff that we did here on the show. So I'll get some pictures. They're going to be arriving at my house tomorrow, so I'll share them with you guys. But let's do the same thing. I am going to do. One second, my friends. I'm just grabbing my little plates over here. So I'm going to put one underneath. And I'm just going to do the same deal. We're just going to do a little card spray, a little light mist. Because, gosh, after last week's Michael Jordan, I'm pretty darn confident we can work on this week's Michael Jordan. This thing barely has anything on the front, but sure to get a harsh score. So look at little light mist right there. Put MJ down. Little light mist on the front. And that's it. I'm just going to hold this till tomorrow, and then I'll open it up. And I'll film it, and I'll show you guys how we do. So that's all I'm going to do. I know sometimes, you guys, it might be like tempting to like try to do it all manually with like, you know, just try to rub over that little crease. It's just too small in my opinion, where I just rather evenly mist it, hold it, and let it sit, if that makes sense. I want to turn this thing around and say hi to you guys. Hey, they tens. I like SGC. I feel that SGC does a pretty good job. Look at here. I'm sitting in my chair. Gotta bring this thing down a little bit. I do think that SGC does a good job. And not that I'm always looking for like, I don't want unfair scores. I want accurate scores. And I feel that like, SGC is very accurate. I haven't had any cards really come back from SGC where I've been like, holy crap, these guys are like out of it. And again, PSA does a great job. I know everybody loves PSA. I mean, it's the most popular grading company, and they do a great job. But sometimes it is, you know, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir. You know, you'll see some of these numbers. Like, I would have a hard time if I had to argue for these and say, here's why they're a 5, and had to sell it to a group of guys, a group of collectors. I don't think I could. I think these ones were misses. And honestly, guys, I was hoping that when I opened these up, that there was going to be 5 points of stuff for us to see together, and then for me to like work on together. But all I had was that little dent on there, and then a little wrinkle on Michael's face. So I always try to look at like what we can learn from that. So here's what is cool. If you see a 5 with quality edges, no paint loss, and it looks real solid, and all it takes is that to get it fixed up and looking like more like mint condition, some of these 5s, you guys, are a lot maybe more desirable to check out than you thought before. Because I'll tell you what, getting a card that's a 9 and not seeing any issues on it, I feel like it's flipping a coin. You could bust open a 9, and if you like grading cards, you could send it in and get it graded again, and it could be a 9, it could be an 8, it could be a 10. But when you grab something from the 5 area, and all it takes is literally like, what do we spend? I know I talk a lot, so pardon me, you know, but like, I could have done that if you guys weren't here and I'm just focused. I could have done that in like both those cards in 1 minute. You know what I mean? So that was I was expecting to find more in there. You know what I mean? So that we'll see. We'll follow up on these tomorrow. All right. And if you guys don't mind, I'm just going to look over here because I try to read all my messages on the phone, but sometimes it's just a little too small for me to read. You know, I think that if you guys look at, there's a discussion a little bit about PSA values and SGC values. You know, I think that PSA, I was thinking about it, I think the PSA is always going to have to be the most because PSA charges so much to grade a card. It's almost like the resale value includes that upcharge always in it. So like if you graded a nice card that's like a premium card that's like a 9 or something like that, and you get upcharged several $100s or $1,000, when you sell it, you're gonna have to put that on there too, you know? So I think that as much as upcharging sucks. Again, man, from a business perspective, PSA figured it out, man. They figured out how to sell plastic cases with a number on the corner for a ton of money, and a ton of them. $1.5 million a month? Good Lord, man, that's crazy. Jason, what's up, man? But they do a good job. I appreciate a grading company being able to help people out by telling you it's real. That's one of my favorite things about a grading service is they have people there that can authenticate a card. The numbers, we'll always complain about the numbers because that's just what we do. But, overall they do a good job. So, you guys, I was planning if it was going to take longer, I would do it longer. You know what I mean? But that's all I could find on these things. So tonight, class will end a little early. I know I usually keep you an hour. We're about 41 minutes, but hang tight because tonight we just did the little mist. Tomorrow I'm going to have to see what they look like. I wish that Beckett, you guys, in closing, I love Beckett, the Beckett company. They were my favorite. As a kid, that was like the magazine, the first slab. I still think Beckett slabs look the coolest. I like them a lot. I just saw I always learn something about the card hobby from watching Instagram, and you guys, all you smart people, teach me stuff. I saw that Beckett, I think like maybe a big equity firm or something owns Beckett, and like whoever leads that up is a bad guy or something, and they're like, and stole a ton of money, so that sucks. I don't know if Beckett is gonna like fold up or go out of business, or if they can sell it. I don't even know if you can sell it based on what the owner's done, but I hope they don't go out of business. You know what I think is I care about the people that work there, man. Like, all the people that made a living there and don't steal and don't cheat and go there and try to just do a good job, and then now they're getting screwed because somebody was greedy. That sucks. So anyways, I won't keep on rambling, you guys. I appreciate you watching. I will be back tomorrow. Yeah, 2 billion, Brad. 2 billion scammed. What in the hell? I don't even know how you scam $2 billion. I never want to find out. I never want to know. I just want enough money to like pay my bills, take care of my family, maybe do a couple fun things, and I find value in great experiences and living a fun life and doing great experiences. I couldn't even imagine putting the effort into stealing $2 billion. Good Lord. Yeah, I appreciate all the cool stuff you guys teach me. I'll teach you guys how to clean cards and how to take good care of them. You guys teach me all the market news and all that stuff, and I appreciate that. So. No, you guys can use card polish on your cards. That's a good question. Somebody asked me if you can clean up a card and get it graded still. Yeah, there's no problem with that. See, grading companies, they tell you they don't want you to, but I don't even know. I think they want zero. They just want zero liability. They got tons of rules. They're like, we're held harmless of everything. You know what I mean? But you guys don't feel like a bad guy if you want to clean up your card. The grading services, they'll grade them for you, but you don't have to look at them for like the moral code of how to take care of a card or whatever. You're totally clean them up, man. Take good care of them. As you learned tonight, if you don't, they'll get a 5, and then you'll probably get annoyed and don't want to send them there anymore. So just my always thing is, don't color them, don't trim them down, don't do anything like that. Keep them in the right place. I even like cards that are graded at 3. If it's an accurate 3, if it's all bent up and there's nothing I can do about it, oh well, you know what I mean? It's a 3 at that point. But if you can clean it or fix it up, go for it. And if the grade's accurate, the grade's accurate. Yeah, don't use Sharpies. God, I get pictures every day of guys sending me Sharpie cards with Sharpie marks on them saying, what do you think I can do? And it's like, Sharpies suck. They're hard to remove. But I appreciate you guys so much. I want to wish you guys a super special happy holidays. Next week, the night before Thanksgiving, I'll be here if you guys are here. I'll be here, so I'll figure out some stuff. Maybe we can just keep on cleaning some of these. I got a bunch of projects going. I'm always got a project going, and I'm happy. All I got to do is press live, and you guys will be here with me, so I'll do that. So have a good night, my friends. Watch out tomorrow. I will hopefully show you guys some improvements here. I think they'll improve. They look like it. We've improved a lot worse stuff is what I'm trying to say. So take care of yourself and somebody else. And remember, man, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Talk to you guys later. I'm Kurt with Kurt's Card Care.